learning the family of a 19-year-old woman who died of hypothermia inside a hotel freezer has reached a settlement agreement.
This video shows Kenneka Jenkins walking into the kitchen, but we never see her entering the freezer.
On September 8, 2017, a teenager left home expecting an ordinary night. 19-year-old Kenneka Jenkins planned to spend time with friends at a hotel gathering near Chicago. What began as a normal evening eventually became one of the most widely discussed and emotionally debated cases on social media. Years later, people still search for answers. Not because official findings do not exist, but because the details remain difficult to process. That night, Kenneka traveled with friends to the Crowne Plaza Chicago O'Hare Hotel and Conference Center in Rosemont, Illinois. The gathering took place inside one of the hotel rooms. By most accounts, the evening appeared typical for a group of young people. Music played. Phones recorded moments throughout the night. People moved in and out of rooms. Videos were taken casually without anyone realizing those recordings would later become part of public discussion. As the night continued, reports later indicated that alcohol was present. At some point during the gathering, Kenneka became separated from the people she arrived with. Exactly when that happened has often been discussed publicly, but the timeline investigators built later relied heavily on surveillance footage and witness interviews. For a while, nobody appeared immediately alarmed. People at gatherings sometimes leave rooms, walk around, visit other groups, step outside, or disappear for short periods. But eventually concern started growing. Friends tried contacting her. Calls reportedly went unanswered. Texts did not receive replies. Time passed. The uncertainty became more serious. Family members became involved after learning nobody knew where Kenneka was. Her mother later arrived at the hotel. Imagine the situation. A teenager attends a gathering. Hours later, nobody can explain where she went. A large hotel contains countless hallways, elevators, service corridors, exits, restaurants, meeting areas, and restricted sections. Searching a place like that becomes overwhelming very quickly. Family members reportedly asked hotel staff for assistance. At first, immediate answers did not come. Eventually, attention shifted toward surveillance footage. Hotels often record activity continuously through security cameras. Investigators began reviewing recordings to reconstruct Kenneka's movements. What they found would later become some of the most analyzed footage on the internet. Surveillance showed Kenneka moving alone through parts of the building during the early hours of September 9. She appeared to walk through multiple hallways. She entered elevators. At times she appeared unsteady. The footage did not contain sound. It showed moments rather than complete, uninterrupted coverage. Because of this, viewers later filled gaps with assumptions and interpretations. As clips spread online, people replayed every second repeatedly. Some thought she looked confused, others thought she appeared lost. Many simply felt uncomfortable watching. Eventually, surveillance showed Kenneka entering areas not intended for hotel guests. She moved through service sections connected to kitchen operations. Those areas were quieter, less visible, far removed from the activity of the party. Hours passed. The search continued. Then came the discovery that shocked everyone. Later that day, Kenneka Jenkins was found inside a walk-in freezer. News spread rapidly. The location immediately created questions. How could someone end up there? Was the freezer locked? Could she get out? Was she alone? The unusual circumstances turned the case into national attention almost overnight. Investigators began examining everything. Security footage, witness statements, scene evidence.
But we want real justice for Kenneka, and we're not leaving until we get it. Justice for Kenneka.
Also tonight, demonstrators gathered to make their voices heard after a young woman is found dead in a suburban hotel. Good evening, I'm Rob Johns.
And I'm Erica Sargent. The body of Kenneka Jenkins was found in a freezer at the Rosemont Crowne Plaza Hotel this past weekend. That's where we join CBS 2's Audrina Biggis with the latest developments in this case. Audrina.
Good evening, Rob and Erica. Just a little while ago, dozens of protesters were out here outside the hotel blocking traffic. And right now, there are still about a dozen or a little bit more than that protesters still out here holding signs and chanting justice for Kenneka. Chants tonight outside the Crowne Plaza Hotel in Rosemont. A cry for answers and for justice for 19-year-old Kenneka Jenkins.
We're not going to stop coming up here. We're not going to stop fighting until we get what we want.
With little information about Jenkins' death tonight, the crowd and her family calling out Rosemont police, the hotel management, and anyone with their hands on the investigation.
Medical examination results. Online interest exploded before official conclusions were released. People started creating theories. Videos appeared claiming hidden figures existed in footage. Others suggested there had been foul play. Some claimed surveillance videos contained missing sections. Many theories spread quickly because people wanted an explanation that felt easier to understand than an accidental death. But investigators continued focusing on evidence. The official investigation later reported that there were no findings supporting assault or homicide. According to public reports, the medical examiner ruled the death accidental. The cause was determined to be hypothermia. Contributing factors reportedly included alcohol intoxication and effects from medication found in toxicology testing. Investigators concluded that Kenneka entered the freezer while impaired and was unable to exit. One question that appeared repeatedly involved the freezer door. Reports stated the freezer had an internal release mechanism. Public discussion later debated whether someone in her condition could successfully use it. Investigators maintained that available evidence supported their findings. Still, public attention did not fade. The internet treated the case differently than many previous tragedies. People slowed videos frame by frame. Online communities examined shadows. Screenshots circulated with circles and arrows pointing toward supposed hidden details. Some viewers became convinced there was a larger story. Others urged caution and reminded people that edited clips and repeated uploads often distort reality. Over time, the case became larger than the original event. It became part of internet culture.
It takes strength to open these doors, the deep freezer doors. So if she couldn't barely hold herself up, she needed wall to support her. How did she find strength to unlock both of the double doors?
Teresa Martin says she's looking for answers, and so far she's not satisfied with what she's hearing about how her 19-year-old daughter, Kenneka Jenkins, may have died. Hotel employees found her body in a freezer in the basement. Jenkins had been at a birthday party Friday night on the 9th floor at the Crowne Plaza Hotel. Friends admit they were drinking and using drugs in the room, and police have told the family the hotel has video of Jenkins stumbling down a hallway. They say they're still investigating, looking at video, including some that friends have posted on social media for the party, but so far, police have given no indication they believe foul play could have been involved. Activist Andrew Holmes is working with the family.
The money that's generated out here with this establishment right here, you cover all the inside and all the outside. So if and indeed you've seen her walking there, then show her walking all the way, then show her going in there, if that's what you said she did. Meet with the family and show the family the video.
Public cases often become collections of timelines and evidence. People debate details. Videos gain millions of views. But for those closest to the event, none of that changes the outcome. Years later, Kenneka Jenkins' name still appears in conversations, documentaries, reaction videos, and discussions across social media. Some revisit the case searching for certainty. Others return because the story feels impossible to forget. The image of a hotel hallway, silent surveillance cameras, hours of uncertainty, and a discovery that changed many lives. Officially, the case remains classified as an accidental death. The investigation did not conclude foul play. Yet the emotional impact continues because people naturally search for meaning in tragedies that feel difficult to explain. Kenneka Jenkins was 19 years old. And what happened that night remains one of the most remembered and discussed cases of the social media era, not because every question disappeared, but because sometimes official answers do not erase the feeling of loss. That is why people still remember the hotel freezer case. And that is why the name Kenneka Jenkins continues to be discussed years later.